Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and a Happy Boxing Day. Right now it's Sunday, December 27th, and unfortunately yesterday the unemployment benefits expired for millions of Americans, and they were just left in peril without, their unemployment benefits. And every week that goes by that is delayed in terms of resolving these bills, Americans can lose, their $300 a week for their unemployment benefits. So it's super important that we get, a resolution to this bill. And we have the eviction moratorium expiring on December 31st. So up to 10 million individuals could be evicted as of early January. And we also have the looming government shutdown possible, tomorrow, although there is a stopgap preventing that until Tuesday, December 29th. So just a quick recap of what we know. On Friday, both unanimous consent measures by both sides failed by the Democrats and the Republicans. They failed to, push the $2,000 stimulus check vote that the President Trump had pushed. And we also failed to get a stopgap measure for the funding that expires on Monday, December 20th. And as of 6 hours ago, we had Donald Trump on his Twitter tweet the following: $2,000 plus $2,000 plus other family members, not $600. Remember, it was China's fault. So he's said, he's up the game again, and he's asking for $4,000. And this could be up to $8,000 for a family of four. The overall amount of the stimulus bill would be, way above 1 trillion, maybe 2 trillion, if we were to allocate the same amount of benefits plus this enhanced $4,000 amount. So is this possible? We need to ask ourselves, is this possible in the given climate of where this bill is right now? Right now we had this article. Mitt Romney says $2,000 checks for Americans are too expensive. President Trump hinted at vetoing the deal and called on Congress to cut the wasteful spending ventures while increasing the amount of direct stimulus. So we have many Democrats, Republicans even saying that 2,000 is too expensive. So how are we going to pay for 2,000 plus that the president is suggesting? And I don't think that it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of Republicans and Democrats not very happy with this amount. So it's Trump again, throwing a wrench into the system and creating more noise and chaos. So if we look at Twitter, Nancy Pelosi, she hasn't tweeted since 2 days ago, Christmas. Oddly, Stephen Mnuchin has been totally gone from the process. I believe he was asked to be on CNBC just a few days ago on the 24th, and he declined. So he hasn't tweeted anything even remotely related to the new stimulus package. So, and he helped, guide a lot of the packages that were done during the spring and summer. So it's been very odd. We're in a very perilous and kind of unknown situation because we just don't know what the president is going to do. We're, running out of unemployment benefits expired last week, and we're losing millions of dollars literally every week in unemployment benefits as this goes on. So in my mind, it's very important to get this done as soon as possible. And we just had, Donald Trump, as I said, adding more fuel to the fire yesterday by asking for, $4,000 effectively. So let's go over, MSNBC had something yesterday.
See what the president will do with their $900 billion coronavirus relief bill as two pandemic unemployment programs expire today. Please help us. That is the message to the president and Congress for millions of Americans who are now just hours away from heading over a financial cliff. And joining me now is California Congressman Ted Lieu, a Democratic member of the House Judiciary and Foreign Affairs Committees.
So MSNBC, we'll see a little bit of the left coverage. I'm trying to be neutral and cover, Fox News and MSNBC. Just get a broad spectrum reaction to both sides.
A good friend to us. Welcome, sir. It's good to see you. So look, as millions of Americans are bracing for a loss of benefits, how do you see this playing out? What is a realistic timeline now? Because this bill is...
Yeah, we heard from, yesterday's video, Larry Summers, and another kind of a little bit left-leaning analyst. So it'll be interesting to hear I'm trying to just show different perspectives.
Sitting on the president's desk.
Thank you, Alex, for your question. I just read a story about Nicole Craig, an unemployed mother of 2 children in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The food stamps that she used to buy food is running out, and she now doesn't know how to make her ends meet. She spent the last $7 in her bank account to buy tinsel for her Christmas tree because she didn't want her baby to miss his first Christmas. So millions of Americans are suffering, and you got Donald Trump golfing at his private elite club. This is really a chaos presidency. I hope Donald Trump signs the COVID relief bill, and then he can sign the additional legislation to get the stimulus checks to $2,000 that the House is going to pass this week.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC.
And there's been a lot of coverage about, wasteful government spending and a lot of foreign aid. There's been a lot of articles just saying that we can reduce the foreign aid and divert that money to direct stimulus payments, or at least, keep the money within the United States to help the people more. We gave more than 1.3 billion in terms of financial economic aid to Egypt. So I know this has been quoted many times, but that's a large number. Maybe some of it can be repurposed. And we have Larry Summers, former Treasury Secretary. He went over some kind of loopholes or things he found idiotic within the bill.
That's my reaction to $2,000 stimulus.
Well, it's not massive the way a move to $2,000 a person would be. But when you talk about maybe poorly designed, we've got a 5,600-page bill, give or take here. A lot of stuff in there probably nobody knows what's in there.
5,600-page bill. It sounds huge, and there's probably a lot of, like this guy said, there's probably a lot of unknown kind of clauses in that bill.
But you've had a chance to look at some of it now. Are there some things that really jump out at you and say, boy, that doesn't make much sense to me?
There are 2 things that strike me as really big time dumb. The first is the resurrection of the 3 martini lunch. That was repealed by the Reagan administration on principle that why should the company canteen not be tax deductible when you eat there, and Fat Cat executive lunches be deductible for all concerns and not treated
so corporate
as
lunches.
Income. We put it back for 2 years. That's beyond where people think this pandemic's going to be. The reason they put it back for 2 years was because they knew that once it had been there for 2 years, it was going to be hard not to keep extending. So I think that qualifies as the worst tax provision of the decade. And it's a decade.
Okay, interesting. So there's a lot of, corporate lunch expensing provisions that have been added in this bill and probably uncatched by almost everyone. So who knows, 5,600 pages, probably no one's read it completely through. So who knows what other provisions are in there. So let's just go over the COVID numbers quickly. It was interesting. Yesterday we had, quite a large decrease. I don't know if the numbers are accurate, but 146,000 cases on Christmas. You can see the 7-day rolling average, that's quite substantially lower, maybe 30% lower than the day before, for almost 200,000 to 150,000. So let's see if this is a blip in the data or this is a sustained trend. But the 7-day, because of this observation, is really rolling over. And, just looking at the generalized unemployment rate, U.S. basis, the last reading we had was 6.7 on last month. So we'll see if this creeps lower. But of course, this data is kind of skewed. We have discouraged workers. We have, people who have just decided to remain out of the workforce. But it's a good trend that it's going a little bit lower. Hopefully it starts, going lower on a bigger rate. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching and visiting the channel. Please subscribe and like the video. And if you could do me a huge favor and let your family and friends know about the channel, that would be awesome. See you next time. Bye.